Hello, welcome to my bookcase. This is just my background right now. One of them is missing, as you can see, because the video that I'm going to show you today will feature this book in particular. Welcome back. I haven't posted in 4 years. You might be wondering, where have I been? I've been busy with life, raising a little boy and going to school, writing a book, which I will tell you about at the end of this video. So what's this video about? What am I doing here today? Oh my god. I'm so bad at this. Oh my god. First of all, I come in here looking like a gremlin, alright? I have eczema, like, really bad on my face, so I'm sorry. I woke up with this. I don't know how to deal with it. I have, like, an ointment. I don't even use it because it doesn't work, and I'm sorry if I'm touching my face or scratching. It's just, I have eczema really bad right now, so... Today, I'm going to be doing a book haul. I want to do these like every month. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to because I think these videos are very fun whenever somebody, tells us about the copious amounts of books that they bought for their library. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. I'm really sorry about the quality of the movies. I'm really sorry about the quality of this video if the video quality is bad, or I'm sorry about my appearance. I really shouldn't apologize for my appearance, but I didn't put on any makeup. I didn't do my hair all pretty. I don't care what you think about me. I'm here for the books, okay? This is about the books. It's not about me. I mean, it will be at the end because I'm going to tell you about my book in particular. Relaunching my YouTube channel. Today we're doing a book haul for March. Have no idea the books that I bought in January and February, and I'm not about to try and recollect because my brain will explode. I have all the books from March right here next to me, so we're going to get into that, and we're going to have a great old time because there's nothing like celebrating consumerism, especially when it has to do with knowledge and preservation of knowledge, which is books. So if you want to see all the books that I bought for the month of March, please keep watching, because otherwise you won't know what books I bought this month. So, let's get into it! I want to do these every month, but perhaps I will consolidate into, I'll like keep track of the books that I buy each month. How many books do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books right here. I keep getting sidetracked, and what I'm trying to say is I probably shouldn't do a book haul every single month because I don't have a lot of room. I do have room, but if I fill up my bookshelves like now, I'm not going to have any more room for books. Because before I got these bookshelves, my books were literally all over the floor and all over this little rolly cart, TBR books. I'll do another video about my TBR collection, which is a lot more than the books I've actually read, which are right above me here. And I'll also show those as well. I'll make videos about my favorite books and what I'm reading, my TBR for each month. I think that's probably a better thing to do each month, is like go over the books that I did read every month instead of the books that I buy. Maybe I'll do a book haul like every few months for like every 2 months or whatever. How does one make a YouTube video? I would love to know, like, all the book reviewers and whatever, like YouTubers in general, like what their camera looks like how much footage they had to cut out of the clip to actually make the video. Because I have no idea what to say. I'm not really good at talking. I'm good at writing, but not talking. So this is an experience. This is my book haul. The first book that I bought is Hollow City. Hollow City, the second novel of Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. This is a continuation of the first book, so Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. The book is was written in 2011, 2013, I think. I read it for a class. I'm working on a bachelor's in creative writing and English with a concentration in fiction. One of my classes was the popular and contemporary fiction. So Miss Peregrine's was one of the books that we had to read. One of them, and I really liked the story. I think it was. I'm a sucker for anything World War II related, so I decided to get the second book. Apparently, there's 6 of them. I didn't even know that. I don't know a lot of things, but I think like Miss Peregrine's was like one of those stories that people read in school, but I don't even know what happened in my childhood where I only remember reading The Outsiders and Of Mice and Men. That's the only books I remember reading in school. So I don't know where I was, but we didn't read any of the classic, read it in school, do a book report. But anyways, I wanted to get the second one because I really liked the book. So moving on. The next is a duology that I've been looking for, well, technically I've been looking for the first book forever. The second book is usually always in stock, but it's the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. I love Leigh Bardugo. I loved the Ninth House series, and The Familiar was really good as well. I have her Shadow and Bone series that I haven't read yet. I have the King of Scars duology as well. So, and when I was at Barnes & Noble, apparently there's like a collection of stories as well that she has. So I'm going to try and pick that up another day. But I wanted to get this duology. I don't really know anything about it. People talk about these books all the time. I don't really try to follow what people recommend. I go off of what I'm interested in and what I want to read. I don't read popular books just because somebody tells me to do it. Like I've read Fourth Wing and Court of Thorns and Roses, and I have my Bone series that I haven't even read back here. I have Thorn of Glass series. I have a bunch of series that people talk about all the time, but it's because I'm interested in it, not because somebody recommended it to me. Because I love Leigh Bardugo, I bought these books, and I'm hoping that they'll be good, and I don't know when I'll read them, but we'll see. This is the book that's missing from right over here. I have Curious Tides. I haven't read it yet, but I'm the type of person that when I buy one book in a series, I have to read the whole series. I do not DNF books. I don't, because I like to give them a chance. I like to give the series a chance, because sometimes I'll read one book in a series, like the first book in a series, and I don't really care for it. I always buy every single book in a series. I always do, because I give it a chance. Because you never know, like the second book could be better than the first, or the third could be better than the second and the first. So I always try and give it a chance. Look at that. I love books like this. They're just so beautiful. Stranger Skies by Pascal Lascelles. Part of this series. Curious Tides. So now I can put them back there and there won't be a giant spot. Now there's another book missing. While I'm talking about the books that I bought this month, technically I bought this a while ago because I pre-ordered it, but I got The Dark Mirror by Samantha Shannon. I love Samantha Shannon books, like The Priory of the Orange Tree and Day of Fall Night. Those are some of my favorite fantasy books, even though they're like 700 pages long. They're still such amazing writing. Samantha Shannon is a wizard when it comes to writing. So I bought The Dark Mirror. It's part of the Bone. I haven't read the Bone season series yet. Yeah, I bought this book, but it was a really long time ago that I bought it, but I just got it the other day. So now I can actually have like a cool background. I went into Barnes & Noble, and the only book that I wanted to get was this book. So Cassandra Clare, The Rack Picker King. I don't know if you can see it. The Rack Picker King. Right now I'm reading The Sword Catcher. I bought that book a while ago, but I just got to it now. Such as all the other books that, I take forever to get to. But this is the second book in the Sword Catcher series by Cassandra Clare. I'm really liking the book so far, the Sword Catcher. So and like I said, I always buy the second book or the third or the fourth. I buy every book in the series because I give it a chance. And I also like the cover. I think it's pretty. I love the blue. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know what any of the back means yet. And I'm trying not to read it because I haven't gotten through the whole book. I'm like maybe not even a fourth into the book. I don't think I'll read it right away because I need to give other books a chance too. The Rack Picker King. The Rack Pick Your Nose King. Sorry. The next book that I got was The Fox and the Falcon by Piper C.J. I have The Deer and the Dragon by Piper C.J. They're really cute. I love sprayed edges. This is proof that I buy the whole series. Marlowe needs to believe she's crazy. So this is the one I bought a while ago. There's a prince going missing. The deities you call aren't always the ones who answer. That kind of sounds like the Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. If you've read that, you know what I'm talking about. Sharing a bed with the Prince of Hell. Okay, yeah, well, this isn't the one I bought, but The Fox and the Falcon by Piper CJ. Had to buy. And look at the gold. I love that. It's so pretty. Spent her life believing the shadowy demon she loves isn't real. War between heaven and hell. I eat up anything that has to do with mythology and gods and Greeks and, well, not Greeks, but Norse and gods of hell and just things like that. I eat it up. Fucking love it. And then next, I got 2 books in a series. I'm missing one, and it's never at Barnes & Noble. Ever. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to buy it online. This is a series. It starts with... So these are the 2 books that I bought previously. A Natural History of Dragons, a memoir by Lady Trent by Marie Brennan. So this is... I love anything with dragons. Lady Trent is to be the world's preeminent dragon naturalist. So I bought this book. This is not one that I bought recently, but yeah, this is the first book in the series. I'm pretty sure. The second one I cannot find. It's like something with serpents. So that's the second one. I cannot find it. The Tropic of Serpents is the second one. That's one I don't have yet. Yeah, this is the third book in the series. It's Voyage of the Basilisk, a memoir by Lady Trent by Marie Brennan. It's kind of cool to see basilisks in other areas of the world other than Harry Potter, you know, Chamber of Secrets. So these are the 2 that I bought recently. So I bought the last 2 in the series. So this one is In the Labyrinth of Drakes. Drakes aren't talked about enough in books. Again, we're following Lady Trent, her memoir, but now she's talking about drakes. And this is again by Marie Brennan. I love when authors, all their books are the same. Like they're the same height, they're the same concept. Like it's nice when they stick to one idea. And the last one, this is the most recent book. I don't know, when was it written? Hold on. 2017. This is the last book in the series, okay? You can see, this is what the serpent one looks like. Hopefully it's not backwards. It's called, yeah, The Tropic of Serpents. I cannot find that one. Apparently it's a good one. Oh, there's drawings in here! I love drawings in books. Oh, they're around a campfire. Look at those serpents. Or winged creatures. Oh, they're making soup. There's like maps. I love anything with a map because it's nice to know where I am in a story. I don't know. But anyways, this is the last book in the series. So now I have most of the series. You know what's funny? I love dragons. I love reading about snakes. But I hate snakes in real life. I am like deathly afraid of snakes. They creep me out. They slither and just... Ugh. I bought this one not a month ago, but like a few months ago, probably the end of last year. It's called The Golem and the Jinni. And it's a debut novel by Helen Recker. And I didn't even realize how... I mean, it's not old, but it was written a while ago, 2013. So about the time when Miss Peregrine's came out. And it's about a golem. Chava is a golem, a creature made of clay brought to life by a strange man who dabbles in dark Kabbalistic magic. Ahmad is a jinni, a being of fire, born in the ancient Syrian desert. And I just thought that was pretty cool. That just the whole... I love covers that attract my attention. And this one, I was like, what's a golem? Other than like the one from Lord of the Rings. But I don't think that's the same thing. And then jinni. What the fuck is a jinni? Excuse my French. But what is it? But it just sounds cool. This is my next read. I will feature it probably in my next video where I talk about my reads. So this one I'm reading next for sure. But anyways, the one that I bought recently and the star of this, one of the stars of this video, because you know it's about my haul, is The Hidden Palace. And oh, it is the same. Chava is a golem, a woman made of clay, and who can hear the thoughts and longings of those around her and feels compelled by her nature to help them. Oh my gosh. Ahmad is a jinni, a restless creature of fire, once free to roam the desert, but now imprisoned in the shape of a man. Oh no. Who wants to be a man? Just kidding. I thought this was nice. and interesting, you know? This one, I am so attracted to bullshit like this. Like, this is gold leaf. Like, look at that. Can you just imagine this on your bookshelf? Evelyn can remember all her past lives. She can also remember that in every single one, she's been murdered before her 18th birthday by Arden, a supernatural being linked to her soul. It's called Our Infinite Fates by Laura Stephen. Kind of reminded me of The Midnight Library by Matt Haig, how, like, the character is going through all these different lives. Like, look at this. It's beautiful. What does the cover look like? I love stuff like this. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at her. This is Laura. She's so beautiful. Look at her. Okay, but maybe that's all love is in the end, an endless tempting of fate. Look at that. Why do we put dust jackets on shit? Like, I know to keep the dust off and protect your books, but, like, this is so much prettier to look at. Not that I'm saying the cover's not nice, but, like, look at this. How does one make a book like this? How? Please tell me. Next, this one kind of attracted my attention because it's very similar to the title of my book. And it's also a retelling of Snow White, which I love. Does it have, like, a cool cover underneath? No, it doesn't. But it has cool red letters. It's called, sorry, it's called The Crimson Crown. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the wickedest of them all? Snow White's Dark Queen tells her side of the... Oh. I didn't even read that when I first picked up the book. I'm like, oh, Snow White? Okay, I love it. And then, of course, like, I love the title, so... Snow White's Dark Queen tells her side of the story in this queer, witchy reimagining of the classic fairy tale from the author of Malice. That's fucking cool, man. That's cool. Before the apple was poisoned, before the mirror was cursed, a witch became a queen. And a queen became a villain. Her story has been shrouded in shadow, but now she will rise. I love books written in the perspective of a villain. I love it. I'm really excited to read that book, and I might push it up my TBR real quick. So this one, the cover attracted me, and it's written by a drag queen called Holly Stars. It's called Murder in the Dressing Room. I just love the cover too. I think it's so cute and pretty and just simple and eye-catching. It says, by day, Joe is a hotel accounts assistant, invisibly sitting behind their desk and playing by the rules. By night, donned in sequins, they take the stage as Misty Divine, a star in the London drag scene. When Misty's drag mother, Lady, is found dead in her dressing room beside a poisoned box of chocolates. They're selling chocolates! Misty and her fellow performers become the prime suspects. Heartbroken by the loss and frustrated by the clear biases of the police, Misty must solve the crime before the culprit strikes again. Among the drop-dead gorgeous lurks a cutthroat killer, and Misty Divine won't rest until she finds out who it is. And this is such a like, unheard of trope, too, like drag queens, you know? To write a book about drag queens, and, I mean, this person, Holly Stars, a drag stand-up comedian and writer. Look at her! We love her. I love her red hair. It's beautiful. A Misty Divine mystery. I hope there's more of these if it's a good book. It just came out. 2025. It just pretty much came out this year, so I'm really excited to read that. I love drag queens, and it's really cool that this author, Holly Stars, wrote something based on her life. The last two that I want to talk about were in the horror section. They are both written by Jason Pargin. It's a series. There's two of them. I saw the second one first, but apparently they're a series based off of the same person. I'm going to talk about this one first because it's so eye-catching. I just love everything about this cover. It's called Zoe is Too Drunk for This Dystopia. Yeah, Zoe is too drunk for this dystopia. And Zoe Ash wakes up every day feeling like she's trying to steer a battleship while tied to the propeller. The 23-year-old heiress to a criminal empire is navigating a futuristic world of high-tech liars and cutthroats, forced to learn the rules of a devious game she never asked to play. Now she's facing a crisis that is both bigger and stranger than all that came before. The gleaming new city of Tabula Rasa, but the S is a dollar sign, is hosting a massive annual music festival, which every year precedes the equally massive annual drunken riot. This is all organized by Zoe's people, including the riot. As her advisors explain, the citizens need a little controlled chaos now and then. Zoe, however, fears the chaos will not stay controlled for long. When a horrific crime is broadcast live on an all-seeing social network, Zoe and her team suspect a carefully staged hoax arranged by one of the tabula rasa's $ shadowy power players. But in a city where lies are always served in layers, even that explanation will prove far too simple. So, I don't even really know what it's about, but it sounds cool. I didn't even show you, I don't think I showed you this yet, but I just love, it just caught my eye when I saw it, and I just thought it was cool. I love the name of it. Things like this pique my interest. Even the back, you can see, it's cool. I love the cat earrings. That's what really influenced me, is anything with a cat. Like, even, I don't know if you can see it, but there's like cats in there. So we can't stop the future, but we can stop being afraid. That's true. This is the second one to the Zoe Ash world. The second one, it's called, this is another Zoe Ash novel. It's called Zoe Punches the Future in the Dick by Jason Pargin. This one, I think, is even more interesting. In the futuristic city of Tabula Rasa with the $, Zoe Ash is like a fish so far out of water that it has achieved orbit. After inheriting a criminal empire, the 23-year-old finds herself under threat from all sides as a rogues gallery of larger-than-life enemies thinks they smell weakness. So because she's a lady, she's weak, she can run a criminal empire. This reminds me, I haven't read it yet, but of Starter Villain. You know that book with a cat on it? It's like the guy in the story takes over like a supervillain empire. So that kind of sounds similar to, maybe he read this book, I don't know. On the eve of the world's most lavish and ridiculous Halloween celebration, a steamer trunk-sized box arrives at Zoe's door, and she is shocked to find that it contains a disemboweled corpse. Gross. She is even more shocked when that corpse, controlled by an unknown party, rises and goes on a rampage through the house. Speaking in an electronic voice, it publicly accuses Zoe of being its murderer. This is the kind of thing that almost never happened at her old job. Where did she work before? The city was already a ticking time bomb of publicity-hungry vigilantes with superhuman enhancements, and Zoe knows this turn of events is unlikely to improve the situation. Now she and her team of high-tech tricksters have to solve this bizarre murder while simultaneously keeping Tabula Rasa with a $ from descending into chaos. And not a lot of people like to hear about disemboweled corpses, but I do. I wouldn't want to see one in real life, but I want to read about it. I've been getting into horror and like more horror because I like psychological thrillers and mysteries and suspenses, but horror is something that I didn't think I would like because I don't like horror movies. I don't like to see it. Like I said, I don't want to see a disemboweled corpse. I kind of want to think about it. Well, I know I don't want to think about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather picture it in my mind because then I can kind of make it PG. But if I watch it, like, I could not watch it. I couldn't. And I was dragged into the second one. Like, when he started bashing his head in the mirror maze, I was done. I couldn't do it anymore. But if I read the book It by Stephen King, I'd be fine. Because I could just think of Pennywise as, like, a regular clown. Maybe not John Wayne Gacy clown, because that's still scary. But I definitely wouldn't have pictured it the way that they made, you know, what's his name? Sarsgaard? The way they made him look. So I have a lot of books to put away and find places for. Yeah, that's my book haul. I hope that I gave you some ideas of books to buy. I'm most excited about, you know, these two books, and I'm very excited about The Crimson Crown. I really love that they made it about the evil queen. Of course, I'm excited about all these books. I read as much as I can. Especially on the weekends and at night before bed. I'll read for like an hour and a half. I will definitely make another book haul. I definitely will. However, I probably won't do it every month because I feel like that's a little excessive. So I'd rather have like a group of, you know, books that I've purchased within the last few months. I really need to do better about not purchasing too many books because I have 3 bookshelves. So 1, 2, and I have one over here that's holding all my TBR. So I have TBR books here, and here, and here, and here. And then a whole bookshelf full of TBR books. And then I have more sitting next to me, obviously, because I just bought them. I really like haul videos because it just tells me that I'm not alone in my consumerism. And then at the end of each month, I definitely want to do like what I read in this month. I don't read as much as a lot of people do. And I think for this month, I'll combine January, February, and March so that we can kind of catch up. And then in April, you can just kind of, go from there. That's kind of my plans for now for my channel. I want to talk about something really exciting. I have a book coming out in November 28th, 2025. Please put it on your calendars. This is a project that I've been working on for 5 months now. It started off as a assignment for my intermediate fiction writing class, and it just turned into a huge project that I've been working on. It's called Crimson Keepsakes, and it's a story about a female serial killer who kills her victims and uses their blood to paint pictures, and then she steals their heart. Why does she steal their heart? You're gonna have to read and find out. Her name is Cassandra Kessler, and she's an artist, and she's very wealthy, and you have to read to find out why she's very wealthy. So, yeah, I have a book coming out, and I'm really excited about it. I'll put the description down at the bottom. I'm really bad at explaining things. Like I said, I write better than I speak. I don't know why that is, but whatever. You can pre-order it now on Kindle, on Amazon. The paperback version of the book will be on for pre-order in August. I'm going to be plugging my book everywhere in my videos and on my social media and everywhere that I possibly can that won't kick me out and tell me go fuck yourself. So anyways, so yeah, I wrote a book. That's crazy. I'm pretty excited about that, and I really hope that everything goes well. It's gonna be a really long time before it comes out, but I'm sure it'll fly by. I have a website coming out March 27th, 2025. That's my birthday. With that being said, thank you for watching this very interesting video. If you want more from me, I have social media. You can follow me on Instagram, TikTok. Subscribe to me, because there's going to be more videos. At least one every week. Maybe every 2 weeks. We'll see. But yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very literate day. Bye!